Right, people has requested another match player highlights, and you can see it's me and Venu again. And here we go. So, just warming up in the box as usual, just trying to shorten our shots and just get a feel for the ball in the service. What's pretty common first warm up before starting any rallies from the back of the court. And here's us just going down the middle of the court, and then if there's a short ball or an opportunity, then we'll kind of play into a type of point. I mean, it's nothing super serious, these out of the hand points, quote unquote, really. It's more just trying to get a feel for the ball, and that's set up quite nicely for me, so that's fine. And I was feeling the ball relatively well, actually, today in comparison to the first video that I did for you guys, first bit of match play. Especially on my backhand side, which can be a little bit hit and miss at times. That's a nice little like deft half volley drop shot to end that out of the hand point. And yeah, forehand here, I mean, I think looks okay. My backhand can be a bit clunky generally. Venu with a nice little one-hander down the line there. His one-hander, definitely a sight for sore eyes, isn't it? Federer-esque at times. I think you'll like me saying that, but look at that lovely backhand from Venu. I almost wish I'd grown up hitting a one-hander, in all honesty. Yeah, some nice one-handers, a good little rally here from both of us, and eventually Venu just making the error. And here's me coming to the net. Look at that beauty. Federer backhand on the line from Venu, passing me, just swatted away my forehand pass. Look at that again. That's backhand just long there, but he's hitting his backhand nicely. And he's one of those players, actually, that you could argue there's not many around, especially, I mean, on tour, pro level, there's barely any, right? But especially at club level, there's not many players whose backhand's better than their forehands. But I would argue that his backhand might be better, especially technically, than his forehand. And just warming up some volleys here with Venu. As you can see here, just giving him some volleys. And then here we're just warming up some serves. So here just trying to get a feel for returning. So on return, I'm just focusing as much as possible on as little take back as possible. In all honesty, I don't want to be taking big swings at the ball on return. I want to be shortening my backswing, trying to focus on timing and clean contact, and also trying to rush the opponent. So I try and take the ball on return as early as possible. And on serve here, just trying to focus on hitting certain spots. So I normally would try and go T on the deuce side, and then out wide on the ad side to the backhand of my opponent to start off, just warm up there. And then I'll try some down the T to the forehand, say on the ad side, to the body, etc., etc. And I've got, I think my serve from a club level is pretty good, so I tend to mix up my spins as well. I might hit a flatter one, or a bit more top spin, or even slice on the first serve. And I normally back myself to get out of holes on my service games, normally with some unreturnables with aces, like you'll see in a second here. This is just the warm-up, but obviously we're trying to get the balls here. Now this would be an ace against most people at club level, depending on, I guess, your club, in all honesty. I mean, if it's a really good club, then maybe not, but that's me trying to go down the tee, and I have not quite hit my spot. I've gone into the body, so then this one here, a bit better down the tee, better shape. Yeah, this is the start of the match play. So Venu started serving really well, actually. Started off in the match. And that's a really good serve out wide, had me on the stretch. So first few points serving really well. And so to my backhand a lot, so trying to avoid a lot of forehand returns. That was a good backhand return from me, to be fair. Got the error from Venu, but you can see he's trying to access my backhand return. He knows that's my weaker side. And then here, just a little point. Venu not doing enough with that volley. Just passed him with a forehand there. And the little shorter return there. And Venu does well enough with the approach. Good little volley. Should be quicker getting across. But what happened is actually I got that ball, and there's a net there on the right-hand side. You can see I actually ran into the net. That's a good serve down the tee from Venu there. So I could only block that return down the middle. When we get into the rally here, some good, decent striking from both of us. And then don't do enough there with that little half volley, and then he lobs me, and the smash curse comes back to haunt me like it did in the first clip. But again, going to my backhand here, and he probably doesn't do enough with the +1 forehand, in honesty, and then I'm able to kind of get into the rally here, although I think he gets away with it. So yeah, he just mishits that backhand and drops in an awkward position, and I don't do enough. I try to hit a drop shot. That's better from me. Good serve, and then forehand put away, short ball put away, and that's an ace out wide. So served pretty well again in this match, in honesty, trying to continually improve. Good serve from Venny down the tee there. Shank that backhand big time. Stefano Tsitsipas asking that shank. And then this, I think, is quite a good point if I remember. So yeah, into out forehand from Venny, then into out from me. And backhand is too short from Venny. I step in, go into win with my forehand. Winner. Just didn't do enough with that backhand, and not enough depth there. And that's a pretty good return. Good depth from me and pace, and just rushed Venny on his +1 shot. Decent backhand return from me as well. I was pretty happy with my backhand returns generally. And it got tested a lot from Venny in this match, so I was happy that it held up pretty well. And it's good, right? Because it's good practice, especially for other players. They're always going to try and go for your backhand mainly. But yeah, it's a decent serve from Venny. Dragged me out a little bit. Didn't do well enough with the return there. Tried to pass him. Backhand. Djokovic backhand on the line. But, well, attempt by me anyway. It wasn't good enough. Decent volley from Venny. Tried to lob him. And then great little deft overhead drop shot from Venny. And here just trying to tee off on my backhand and just drag it wide. But striking it pretty well there, so I don't mind that. Don't mind dragging that. I know I've just over-rotated a little bit there. And then some decent striking here from both of us, and I've just gone long there. I just cramped myself a little bit there, need to give myself more room. Backhand, great. I mean, that's a really good return for me. I'm happy with that. And then I put it away with the forehand on the line. It's a winner. Just shows that if you hit a really good return, it just sets up the points. So I put so much pressure on the serve. That, just like here from Venny, great return from Venny down the line with the backhand. I scampered for that, really. I get away with it. Venny misses an easy volley. I literally just tried to get a racket on it and do what I could with that one. But it was a great return from Venny. And they should probably come forward. I don't come forward. Now I'm forward at the net. Do I do enough? Probably. It's a little drop shot there. Venny gets to it. And then, yeah, I've done enough just. Dinked it past him, and he just frames it wide. So did enough in the end. Probably should have come forward earlier there. That's another ace out wide. I think from the ad side, my serve is a lot more accurate. I tend to get a lot more unreturnable serves and also aces from that side. A lot more spin, I think, generally as well. It kicks out. And then here, just a little bit casual, my drop shot there, but I do enough, get across there, and then just dink it down the line. So good little point there from us, cat and mouse. And then I go into in there with my forehand. And we're running forehand to forehand, and I just find a good angle there, cross court, good enough angle for the winner. And here Venny goes. Probably doesn't do enough with that backhand, although this is a good backhand from Venny here. I hit that forehand pretty clean, and eventually makes the error. Just trying to go for too much there, Venny, actually. Did really well defensively. Just didn't quite follow up on it. And then I've got a short ball here again. Should put that away. And I do. Venny gets a racket on it, but doesn't manage to get it into play. I think the scoreline as well was, we only managed to play 2 settings, 6-2, 6-2. But the level was a bit better, I think, than the first hit that we showed on the channel about a few days, a week ago. So you can see here a couple of big serves from me here. That's down the tee. That's, I mean, you can see right from the camera angle how quickly it's coming. I would like to get it measured, my serve, in honesty. I'm not saying that it's massive, but I'm interested because I do think for club level standard it's pretty big. And especially at our club, there are definitely some players that I think have potentially a bigger serve. There's not many. It's very far and few between. And I wouldn't say I'm in the top 5 players at the club. I'd say maybe, yeah, but my serve is there, if that makes sense. That's a backhand return there. Decent backhand return from me. We're just going backhand to backhand, and I open up on the forehand. I think I've gone long there. No, I haven't. Venu, though, is unsure, so he stops and shoots, and I end up hitting a pretty good Alcaraz-esque drop shot, although maybe Venu gets to it, but he probably should have... yeah, I mean, that's really a lesson for anyone watching as an amateur player. Don't stop in the point, just carry on. And if then after you've hit it, you think it's out, you can call it out, but it's always better to just play the ball. Decent return on the rule from me here, and then I think we're going forehand to forehand. Although I've gone long, Benny just trying to get out of the way. There's a funny point actually that I don't think it's in the highlights because we ran out of memory on my phone, but so we only got the first set. But basically I hit a smash and it hit Venu's foot, so it was my point, because if you hit the opponent, that's a good forehand on the line from me there. I was really happy with that. I'm behind the baseline there, and I've crunched that forehand on the line. And Venu's asking, he's like, why are you saying sorry? It's because I kind of don't quite get all of that initial return, but the forehand on the line was good. Probably one of the best shots I hit all day, and that's a good serve from Venu out wide. I said serving a lot better. I thought in this match, especially managing to find good angles to my backhand, hitting a lot cleaner as well. He's working on his serve. And decent return there from Venu, and I go into my forehand, into the net, and that's the end. So yeah. That's the end of our hit. But yeah, all in all, closing points. I mean, forehand I was hitting pretty well, I thought, with a bit more clearance, a bit more topspin as well, had more control. Backhand, I was happy with my backhand returns. Serve, I think I served pretty well. Quite a few unreturnables and aces, which is good. Still a lot of room for improvement, I think, with coming forward at the right times, which I'm trying to keep on doing. Occasionally, when I do come forward and volley, I feel like it's very natural. I've got quite a good touch and feel for a club player, but not consistent enough with it. I don't come forward enough, and then also the overhead as well, which actually I didn't manage to get it on camera, which is really frustrating. But I actually hit a couple of really good overheads in the second set. But what I'll probably do for the next videos is not include the warm up, like points, and just include the match play, so we can get hopefully the whole match in of highlights. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much, guys, for tuning in. And also, if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Also in the comment section below, let me know whether you want to continue seeing these videos, and also a couple of you left some tips or your thoughts on how I played, and etc. etc. I don't mind. You can be as nice as you want, as I say horrible as you want, but obviously try and keep it so that I don't have to delete the comment, because it's got whatever, it's really super insulting, so we don't want people reading it. But constructive criticism is also more than welcome as well. I'm always open to it, and this is just a bit of fun, right? So nothing super serious. So thanks very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you on the next video.